Mongolia, a land where the sky stretches forever, a place where the horizon seems to have no end, and the air feels crisp and pure. Here, the sky is not just above you, it surrounds you, a constant companion on every journey. The earth feels alive with old power, its surface shaped by centuries of wind, sun, and the footsteps of countless animals and people. Every blade of grass, every crack in the soil, tells a story of survival and resilience. Huge grasslands roll under a bright blue sky, shaped by wind and time. The clouds drift lazily, casting moving shadows that dance across the endless plains, painting the land with light and shade. Wild horses, the taki, run free. They are living symbols of a wild spirit and freedom. Their hooves thunder across the steppe, echoing the untamed heart of Mongolia, reminding us of a world where nature still leads. It's very quiet here, with only the sound of an eagle or the rumble of horses far away. The silence is deep, broken only by the wind or the distant call of wildlife, inviting you to listen to the land itself. The Gobi Desert spreads out to the south, a vast sea of sand and stone, where the sun blazes by day, and the stars shine fiercely at night. While the snowy Altai Mountains rise in the north and west, their peaks standing guard over the land, ancient and silent. This is a land of big differences, very hot summers where the sun scorches the grasslands and life adapts to the heat, and people move with the seasons. Very harsh winters where knowing how to survive is a skill passed down for many years. The cold is fierce, but so is the spirit of those who call this place home. Here the sky is Tengri, the eternal blue sky, a quiet protector in old beliefs. People look up and feel watched over, guided by ancient spirits and traditions. The earth is holy, a provider and mother. Every handful of soil is precious, every plant a gift, and the land is treated with deep respect. To understand Mongolia, you need to feel this strong connection to the wild world. It's a place where you can lose yourself and find yourself at the same time. It's more than just a place, it's alive and breathing. The land pulses with energy, and every moment spent here is a reminder of nature's power. The land shapes the people, their way of life, and their spirit. Families work together, children learn from elders, and traditions are kept alive in daily life. Everything starts with respect for the land and sky. This respect is woven into every action, every celebration, and every story told. This is how Mongolia's story begins, a land where the sky, the earth, and the people are forever connected. For thousands of years, wandering tribes moved across these plains, following the rhythm of grass and water. Strong and independent, they were always moving, their lives tied to their animals. The horse was their partner and pride. Children learned to ride before they could walk. The open plains led to fights and friendships, with war leaders rising and falling like the moving sand. But from all this trouble, a special way of life grew, tough, great at riding horses, and very spiritual. The tribes shared language, beliefs, and a way of living, waiting for a leader to bring them together. Talk of being united started, as people wanted the endless tribal fighting to stop. They needed someone to guide their energy and skills, to make a country from many small groups. Everything was ready for a leader who would change Mongolia, and the world. The land waited for the one who would unite it. A new power was about to rise from the plains. The world would soon know his name. In the late 1100s, Temujin was born into a world of hardship and uncertainty. His father, a tribal chief, was poisoned by rivals, leaving Temujin and his family abandoned and vulnerable on the unforgiving Mongolian steppe. As a child, he faced hunger, betrayal, and the constant threat of violence. These early years were marked by struggle and loss, shaping his character and forging a spirit of resilience that would define his life. Through these tough times, Temujin grew into a man of iron will and sharp intelligence. He learned to read people, to plan ahead, and to never give up, no matter how great the odds. These qualities transformed him into Genghis Khan, a leader whose vision and determination would change the fate of nations. Genghis Khan united the scattered Mongol tribes, ending generations of feuding and mistrust. He built loyalty by rewarding talent and bravery, creating a sense of purpose and belonging among his followers. Under his leadership, former enemies became brothers in arms, and the Mongols became a single, unstoppable force. In 1206, at a great tribal council called a Kural, Temujin was declared Genghis Khan, the universal ruler of all Mongols. This moment marked the birth of a new era, as the tribes pledged their loyalty and prepared to follow him into history. With the tribes united, Genghis Khan unleashed the Mongol army. a force of expert horse archers, renowned for their speed, discipline, and deadly accuracy. They moved like the wind across the steppe, striking fear into all who opposed them. The Mongol armies swept across Asia and into Europe, toppling ancient cities and mighty empires. Their campaigns redrew the map of the world, leaving a trail of both destruction and transformation in their wake. The Mongols traveled light, living off the land and adapting to every challenge. Their discipline, innovative tactics, and ability to learn from other cultures made them nearly unbeatable on the battlefield. But Genghis Khan was more than just a conqueror. He was a nation builder, laying the foundations for a society that valued order, communication, and justice. He introduced a written language, established a code of laws known as the Yasa, and created vast networks for trade and communication. These innovations helped connect people across continents, fostering new ideas and exchanges. Under his rule, the Mongol Empire became the largest land empire in history, stretching from the Pacific Ocean to the heart of Europe, a single, connected world. The boy who once faced the world alone rose to become the master of a vast empire, his name echoing across continents and centuries. The Mongol storm swept across the world, forever altering the course of history and leaving a legacy that endures to this day. From the endless plains, a legend was born, one that would inspire awe and fear for generations. The world was changed forever, shaped by the vision and ambition of a single man from the windswept grasslands of Mongolia. The Mongol Empire changed the world, bringing different cultures together under one rule. The Mongol peace made the Silk Road safe, leading to a huge exchange of goods and ideas like never before. New tools and stories flowed between East and West, changing civilizations. After Genghis Khan died, the empire broke apart, but its influence stayed strong in the new countries that followed. Genghis Khan became a national hero, his story a source of pride and identity. The echoes of his empire still live in Mongolia's heart. The plains remember its greatest son. On the vast Mongolian plains, life revolves around the Jur, a round, portable home that has sheltered nomads for centuries. Its design is perfectly suited for people who move with the seasons, following their herds across the endless steppe. The Jur is not just a house, it's a symbol of adaptability and resilience, shaped by the needs of a life lived close to nature. Built from a wooden frame and thick layers of felt, the Jur keeps families warm during the harsh winters and cool in the blazing summers. Its clever construction means it can be taken apart, packed up, and moved to a new location in just a few hours, a necessity for nomadic herders who must always be ready to follow their animals to fresh pastures. The door of every Jur faces south, a tradition that welcomes the sun and shields against the cold northern winds. Inside, the space is carefully arranged according to ancient customs. Elders sit in places of honor, and there are distinct areas for men and women, reflecting deep respect for family and tradition. At the heart of the Jur stands the stove, its chimney reaching up like a link between earth and sky. The rising smoke marks the passage of time, acting as a sundial and a reminder of the family's connection to the land and the heavens above. When a family moves on, the Jur leaves almost no trace behind. The grass soon springs back, and the land is left as it was found, untouched and unspoiled, ready for new life to begin. This gentle way of living shows a deep respect for the earth. Mongolian nomads see themselves as caretakers, not owners, moving lightly and always thinking of the generations to come. Life in the Jur is a shared experience. Grandparents, parents, and children all live together, passing down stories, wisdom, and skills. They work side by side, facing the challenges of the steppe as a united family. Hospitality is a cornerstone of Jur life. Every visitor, whether friend or stranger, is welcomed with a bowl of salty milk tea and traditional food, a gesture that shows the warmth and generosity of the people who call the steppe home. In this immense landscape, neighbors may be few and far between. Sometimes your closest help is many miles away, making community bonds and mutual support essential for survival. The Jur is much more than a shelter. It's a place of warmth, safety, and belonging, a home where family and tradition are cherished, and where every day ends with stories shared by the fire. Living in a Jur teaches harmony with nature. Every action is guided by respect for the land, the animals, and the delicate balance that sustains life on the steppe. The ancient rhythm of nomadic life continues, as families move with their herds, carrying their homes and traditions with them across the open plains. The Jur remains the beating heart of the Mongolian plains, a symbol of resilience, community, and the enduring bond between people and the land. Traveling life is like a dance with the seasons, guided by what the animals need: horses, camels, yaks, sheep, and goats. Each animal has a job for travel, milk, wool, meat, and company. Days start before sunrise with milking, then herding, protecting, and moving animals. Nomads read the land and sky, passing down knowledge through experience, not books. Seasonal moves cover long distances, following old paths to find the best grass. This life needs toughness, being able to take care of yourself, and skill. Herders are like mechanics, animal doctors, and artists. In the huge open plains, surviving depends on family and cleverness. It's a life of hard work and freedom, deeply connected to nature. The nomadic way is a living tradition shaped by the land. Here, every day shows how strong and adaptable people are. Each summer, Mongolia comes together for Naadam, a festival of color, tradition, and strong contests. The three manly games, wrestling, horse racing, and archery, celebrate the skills that built an empire. Wrestling tests strength and endurance, with winners becoming legends. Horse races go for miles, ridden by child jockeys whose light weight lets the horses fly. The winning horse is the real hero, honored by everyone. Archery shows off accuracy and old skills. Naadam is more than just sports. It's a living way to show what it means to be Mongolian. People wear colorful traditional clothes, music fills the air, and throat singing echoes across the plains. The festival is a joyful way to remember their heritage. It's a time when the country remembers its roots. Naadam keeps the spirit of the plains alive. Mongolia's heart beats strongest during these summer days. Mongolia today is a country changing, balancing old traditions with new goals. Ulaanbaatar, the capital, is a city of opposites: tall buildings, old Soviet buildings, and wide areas of gurs. Young Mongolians embrace both their traveling heritage and global culture, mixing tradition with technology. Solar panels power jurs, cell phones connect herders, and GPS guides old migration routes. Technology makes the nomadic way of life better instead of replacing it. Economic growth brings chances and problems: money from mining, cities growing too fast, and worries about the environment. The country talks about how to keep its special culture while moving forward. Mongolia is creating a new identity, based on the past but open to the future. The spirit of the plains lives on, even as the world changes. Tradition and new ideas walk side by side. Mongolia's journey is one of adapting and being strong. The story continues, written by a new generation. To see Mongolia is to see a spirit shaped by huge, challenging landscapes. This is the spirit of the eternal rider, strong, independent, and free. It brought tribes together, built empires, and lives in every Mongolian today. The legacy of the past is a living force, not something old and forgotten. Freedom here is tied to the land and sky, a rhythm set by nature, not by a clock. Even as cities grow, the love of freedom stays at Mongolia's core. The story of Mongolia is one of strength, being able to adapt and hope. The eternal riders continue their journey, spirits as unbroken as the plains. Here, the human soul finds space to be truly free. The wind still carries whispers of the past and the promise of tomorrow. Mongolia's heart beats with the pulse of the wild, and its story rides on, under the eternal blue sky.